What's going on? I'm gonna take this video just to show you that I finally got my fertilizer regimen kind of figured out. I haven't been able to start fertilizing this tank yet because I couldn't find a 1/16 teaspoon measuring spoon. I looked all over locally, Vaughn's, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, even a couple of special baking stores, mom and pop baking stores. No one had anything close to 1/16. The closest I could find was 1/8. So I just decided just to get 1/8 and make it work. So what I did was, here's the 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon. You can see it's pretty small, but I needed 4 times smaller. So to make it work, what I did was I googled how many milliliters there are in a teaspoon, and it turned out, I think if I remember correctly, it was 5 milliliters. So there's 5 milliliters in 1 teaspoon. So what I needed to do was figure out how many milliliters there was in a 1/16 teaspoon, and it turned out to be 0.302, I think. So it's 0.302 milliliters in 1/16 of a teaspoon. So I guess I could have just guesstimated it with this and was like, oh, that's pretty close to 1/16 full, but I don't like doing things like that. So what I did was I held this vial, this API vial for testing, pH and all that. Everyone has one of those. So what I did was I held it up to this ruler, and it looks like pretty close that 1 millimeter is 1 milliliter. So what I did was I went down to here and I divided 1 millimeter into a third. Looks like I'm a little off right there, but I mean that got me a lot closer into the ballpark than just guesstimating. So that little black Sharpie mark on the vial is, if I go like that, you can see that it's pretty close to 1/3. So it's close to 1/3. So then what I did was I used this and filled the vial up to that mark of one of my fertilizers. I don't know which one it was, but just to get me an idea of where I was at. Sorry, that made it worse. There you go. So I filled it up to there, and then I poured it, and I poured what was left in here back into the bag, and then I poured this into there, and it gave me a really good idea of what 1/16 of a teaspoon looks like in this 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon. So that's how I did it. That's how I measured. That's how I got, I'd say, pretty accurately down to being able to measure what 1/16 is with this 1/4 teaspoon. So, and then what I did was I took my weekly pill counter here, and this is when I start dosing other tanks. I just want to be able to keep these separated from each other. So I labeled this for the 29 gallon. So on Sunday I'm going to do a 50% water change. Monday is KNO3, which is a 1/4 teaspoon, KH2PO4, and K2SO4. Those are both 1/16 teaspoons. Tuesday, you do every other day, 3 of each. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's how I'm going to be dosing. Sorry I was out of focus there. So yeah, and then this little thing, you just open the thing. This is kind of cool because it locks. So force that. And there's the macro, I don't know, some kind of nutrients that you do once every 2 days. So when I go to dose the tank, all I'm going to do is open the day, dump it into a little, sippy cup or whatever with aquarium water, shake it around, swish it, and then just pour it into the tank. So today is Saturday, so tomorrow I'll do a 29 or a 50% water change, and then on Monday I'll start dosing. So thanks guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped you figure out how to dose your tank if you can't find a 1/16 teaspoon measuring spoon like I couldn't, and didn't want to spend $11 for one on Amazon. But yeah, alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope that helped. If you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And alright guys, see you next time. Bye.